Why, hello there. It's time to dig, what can I say? I need this entire space for the factory side of the Mushroom Mafia. So, yeah, no, basically I'm gonna do a bunch of digging, and I am doing a bunch of digging. But while I am digging, I wanted to talk about the specific side of this area. So this area is a factory that is going to produce ATs, TIE fighters, any vehicles of any sort. It will basically be cranes and machines doing it. There will also be resources being pushed into the area that are being smelted down and repurposed for other stuff. That's the basic plan of the factory. It's going to take a lot of time and effort to get it to that point, especially since I've never worked on a factory style build. So I'm not too experienced in how to build a factory. So it's a completely different experience for me. So sorry if it takes a bit longer than me building like the Death Star or some other point of this build, because I have done a bit more work on those specific sections than I have here. So apologies for that. But this is just a chill, relax, just enjoying some building and doing some building stuff. Basic plan for area is you're going to have a waterfall, probably somewhere in this, on an entire mountain range, which is going to be around the old height limit of, I think, 240 something, around there, in that block range. I haven't decided if I want them to be really spiky mountains or more slope side. All I know is this time, unlike any other mountain I've done before, I'm going to give it a backside too. So it's a full mountain range, which I'm thinking is going to actually extend off the side of the island, which is going to change up some things a bit. But, yeah, it's good to mess around with things. So, it's going to take a long time for me to build any of this, and I try to compact it a lot into these bigger video formats, and this time I just wasn't really feeling a lot of building or different stuff. I was just kind of wanted to mine a bit, and I was tired. So, sorry if this video is a little bit more boring. I just need to get progress out, just because I want to show the progress that I've been doing. Anyways, now that we've mainly got through that, I've got a lot of plans for wall designs, and I will get on that like in one moment, literally. So that's a very exciting part. Anyways, I will let you enjoy that, and then I'll probably just let you enjoy the build with some enjoyable music. So, have fun. When it comes to design for me, at least I like to start with a slight outline, like these pillars. Then I start from the ground up. I wanted to give these walls a vibrant pattern. So I decided to use some red mushroom blocks. They help with the fill of the build. Then I added some glass to give it a bit more texture. When it comes to deep slate as a block, it is a very interesting block. It has a lot of variation in its looks. So if you ever build out of deep slate, I recommend mixing up the different types of deep slate pretty often, as not to make the build feel too similar or repetitive. When it comes to the red spectrum of blocks, it's quite limited. So a lot of my issues so far when designing the walls and anything else has come down to the red mainly. I have to use a lot of warped fences to break up the blockiness of the build. I've decided to add some buttons to give the fences more shape, so they are not as bland. At the very top, I made a small error not making the main walkway first. It left me with an indent I wasn't expecting, so figuring out how to combat that was pretty important. after getting it figured out, I made sure the corner wall was a little different from the other walls. I gave it an interesting pillar so you could look around it a bit more. It was more interesting to work on the diagonal angle than the flat box. I wanted a look that wouldn't be that would be very intricate and detailed, which I think it did very well on. Corner is a very interesting difference to a lot of other things about the build. The corner is more of, instead of like going upwards, it is a diagonal pattern. You go up, and then you go to a spike, and then for the other side you go to a different spike that almost goes the opposite direction. And then you finish it off with a nice diagonal staircase, basically. It leaves it for this very different feel and be able to differentiate the difference between the walls and the corner, which I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Now that we have the wall design completed and finished, it was a simple action of moving it over and basically rebuilding it. Only issue is that was not as easy as I thought it would be. It was very difficult to go back and forth and look at the two and figure out the exact details that I did. Because apparently I actually made this thing too detailed. It is so detailed that it actually takes me looking at it like 4 times before I realize exactly what I built there. So that was a bit of an issue, a bit of a pain. In the end, I am really happy with how this wall is turning out, and I am very excited to be able to continue and place this across the rest of the factory. And I can't wait to see you on that grand journey, if you decide to join me for it, that is, of course. And have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.